It's the German to serve.
Love 15. Love 30.
Perfect length and a little bit tight at the moment, a little bit tense, as you would expect in a first final of this magnitude. Well, we don't think of Agassi, the volleyer, but when he has to...
Love 40.
When he has to, he can do the job nicely. So 3 break points in this first game. What a start for Agassi.
Cain Agassi.
Oh, a mighty blow there.
First game.
So the American off to a wonderful start. It would be an 8th Grand Slam success for the American if he were to win today. As I say, he's won his last 20 matches. He didn't play here last year, so he's the champion from 2001 and 2000.
Andre Agassi to serve.
With 7 wins each there and another 6 here this year so far. Another volley.
Love.
Clearly, he's bent on attack, as he always is. I mean, he likes to dominate from the baseline normally, but he's obviously decided today he needs to come in occasionally. Here he is again.
Love.
The great Ken Rosewall, who was the oldest champion here and the youngest, which is a nice record to have.
40 love.
He won this title, Rosewall, for the last time in 1970.
Cain Agassi.
So a perfect start for Agassi.
Agassi leads 4 games to 2.
We move ahead now to the 7th game. Agassi has lost his serve once. He got off to a 3-love lead, lost his serve at once. Schuettler held, so that was 3-2, and Agassi held for 4-2.
Love 15.
Well, he seems still a little bit tense and nervous, which is not surprising. They played just once before on a clay court in Munich in 1998. Agassi won in straight sets then, 6-1, 6-4. So very different on this faster, higher bounding hard court.
Love 30.
In a way, they play very similar games. They both like to dominate with power from the back of the court, but Agassi does it rather better.
15-30.
And he stands further in. He's always just about on the baseline, whereas Schuettler will be a couple of yards behind it most of the time, during a rally, that is. Well, he's playing today arguably the finest returner of the serve in the business. So a high percentage of first serves would be a help. Each has been 100% successful so far with their break points. A rare error, but it's still break point.
Game Agassi, new balls please.
Another break, 5-2.
Agassi leads 5-2.
And there'll be a change of balls, which means that Agassi will change his racket as he's done. He always does when the new balls come out. Utter professional that he is, he figures that he needs a new restring so that he is always playing with the same conditions. Before today, only lost 43 games, as well as that one set this year here. This time finding a perfect length, rather like Agassi does, so as I said, they play very similarly. Oh, there was a big gap.
Love 30.
Agassi has never done better than this year in this championship. He lost just 43 games this year to get to the final, 44 games when he won in '95. That was his first visit here and his first win. He beat Sampras in the final that year, I remember. Ooh. Well, I think Schuettler thought that was long. We'll have another look at it. Here it comes. I wonder if we can tell from this bounce. Very difficult. Academic. It's 15-30.
30 all.
And no doubt about that, ace. He's just having a little growl about that doubtful one.
40-30.
So just moving very smoothly to set point.
That's for serve. Game first set, Agassi.
So there goes the first set, and Steffi Graf, his wife, applauding. Just half an hour it's taken him to pocket that opening set. And here are the stats. A good serving percentage, 58. Anything around 60 is good. Schuettler needs more first balls in. The winner's 8-6 in favour of Agassi, but the unforced error is 12-8 in favour of Schuettler, and that's not a statistic you want to head by any means. On now to the second set, the fifth game. In fact, it's 2-all. And we've had no breaks of serve thus far.
Love 15.
Schuettler prepared well for these championships, played in Chennai. That was the last day of December when that tournament began, and then in Sydney the week before this tournament began. Too good.
Love 30.
Yes, not any clue that there was going to be a drop shot coming. Well disguised.
Love 40.
As I'm saying, he prepared well by going to those two tournaments and reached the semi-finals in Sydney. So his form was known. Well played. And that rally could have been played in reverse, couldn't it? It could have been Agassi making those shots that Schuettler hit. So similar are their games.
15-40.
But he's still double break point down. And it really has been a case of survival of the fittest, because these two men are probably the two fittest on the tour at the moment. He spent the months of November and December preparing fitness-wise. That's in. First break in the set.
Agassi leads 3 games to 2.
And Agassi has achieved it. When Agassi, well, he trains with the help of Gil Reyes, the former fitness coach at the University of Nevada in Las Vegas, a big man who knows all about fitness.
Love 15.
It's a very well played point indeed from the German. Oh, so is that. Very similar to a rally we saw earlier when Agassi did the same to him in the opening game of the match, in fact.
Love 30.
Well, again, he's got Agassi down love 30. He had him love 30 in the last service game to this. Before this, Agassi served an ace. at this point in that game. Wonder if he'll do it again. No.
$15.30.
Very pleasant conditions for watching tennis today. Temperature in the mid-70s. No sign of that oppressive heat of yesterday.
$40.30.
Played.
Cain, Agassi.
Well, that was a fine finish, and several times today we've seen him
Agassi leads,
winning his
4 games
points
to 2.
with a volley. So consolidating well after breaking for the first time in the previous game to that one. And Schuettler at the moment being outplayed, no disgrace there.
Love 50.
We have to go back till 1996 before we find another German in a Grand Slam final. It was Michael Stich in Paris. He lost that year to Kafelnikov. But here, Boris Becker was the last German in the final that same year, 1996, and he won the tournament. Moment for the drop shot. He was too far back.
Love 30.
Agassi, you see, he's even behind the baseline. That's not the place to attempt one. A, the shot itself's difficult. B, there's time to get there.
Love 40.
Oh, he's on fire today. It's Agassi, and Schuettler doesn't quite know how to counter this. There have been moments of brilliance from Schuettler, but most of the brilliance has come from Agassi.
Game Agassi. Agassi leads 5 games to 2.
Well, Schuettler is suffering from the form of a man who has astounded the world with the quality of his play at the age of 32. Agassi himself says he's playing better than he's ever played. He told John McEnroe that in an on-court interview after his semi-final win. Here he is serving for a 2-sets-to-love lead.
Love. 30 love.
Well, he's dictating the pace from the very start of every point, not just on his own serve, which of course you could expect him to, but even when he's returning.
Love.
Well, here we are at 3 set points. And that's the set.
Second set Agassi. 6 games.
There's Gilrace, his trainer. A rather sinister looking figure, but a jolly fellow. 6-2, 6-2.
Agassi leads 2 sets to love.
To Agassi. And here are the facts. His service percentage has improved as Agassi, and his hit more winners look 4 more than his opponent and made 2 fewer unforced errors. Because it's which points you win that matter.
Thank you. Seats quickly, please.
Well, the whole crowd here hoping for a German revival. We've been playing less than an hour. We'll see if he can come back.
$15 love.
Well, a better rally that for Schuettler.
30 love.
Early on, you remember at the very first game, he tried a couple of drop shots at the end of a long rally, but lost them both.
30-50.
Yes, some dark German mutterings there. Not pleased with his form at the moment, Mr. Schuettler.
$40-15.
Clever shot.
Schuettler.
Well, one of the better games he's played today.
First game, third set.
Has Agassi in all sorts of trouble with that lovely, sharp-angled backhand, which forced the error. Or rather, forced a weak reply so he could hit his winner. Well, this is a tough shot to hit. He got a good angle on it, though, the backhand smash.
$30 love.
Well, I suppose when he came on here, Schuettler must have known that he was up against pretty severe odds, but belief hasn't been apparent in his game today. Belief that he might win if he plays to his very best.
$40 love.
Well, that rather typical of so much that's happened today.
Cain Agassi.
Well, he looked wonderingly at the line, and I'm not sure he wasn't right. That looked a bit wide to me, but called in. A bit unlucky, Schuettler there. And Steffi seems pretty happy with things so far, sitting there among some of the tennis writers. There's a good bet on here, you know, that Agassi here announced the other day.
Love 15.
If he wins this title, Agassi, he tells us that he and Steffi have agreed, it was a bet he made with his wife, that he and Steffi will play mixed doubles in Paris.
Love 30.
Yeah, Schuettler's form very unhappy at the moment. Not playing anything like as well as he did on the way to this final. Partly because of the enormity of the occasion, but largely because Agassi has hardly put a foot wrong. He's played a marvellous match so far. 3 break points right here.
Cain Agassi.
So there's the first
2 games to 1.
First break of serve in this third set. And things going very smoothly for the 3-time champion. Telling you about the bets, he bet Steffi, his wife, that if he won, she'd have to play mixed with him in the French Championship. Darren Cahill, his coach, has got to shave his head. Agassi made the point that all members of the team had to make some sort of bet, just to make sure that they were involved. And his coach, Gil Reyes, who doesn't drink much, has promised to drink a margarita that he's mixed.
That's first serve.
Stays so focused.
30 love.
Watches the ball so closely and then whips through with topspin. You can do about it when he's in this sort of mood.
Cain Agassi. Agassi leads 3 games to 1.
Well, really, it's such a superlative performance so far from Agassi. One wonders how Schuettler is going to get him out of this groove. Well, if he can do that often enough, that would do it.
15 love.
But there have been no signs so far that he will be able to.
30 love.
Got a better start to this game. He hasn't made the errors that have been responsible for losing points like that in the past.
$30-15.
The last thing he needed. So well today. I can't remember the last time I saw him
30.
being prepared to come in as much. And having got there, knowing exactly what to do.
$30-40.
More mutterings. Well, he is being outclassed, no question about that. One expected to see that, but he hasn't done himself justice. Oh dear.
Game Agassi. Agassi leads 4 games to 1.
Couple of double faults in that game, signalling the confusion in the mind of Schuettler.
Love 15.
Oh, it's relentless.
15.
It is amazing technique, you know. Nothing much to go wrong with it.
30-15.
Very short backswing. That lovely ace curling the ball away.
$40-15.
A terrific performance, it really is. Another unreturnable serve.
Agassi leads 5 games to 1.
Well, it hardly seems possible. He's ripped through this third set in double quick time. And this could be one of the fastest, or rather, one of the matches in a final with the least number of games in it, if he could close this out here.
Love 15.
Oh. Well.
15-30.
15-30. been run ragged.
15-40.
Has Schuettler. Agassi's forehand into the corner there, producing 2 championship points. Beautifully saved. One of the best points he's played today. But it's come rather too late. Still championship point.
Out. Deuce.
Annoyed with himself. A perfectionist to his fingertips. Agassi, he hates to mess up on a point like the last. Oh, I think that was in. He ducked.
Agassi.
It was in. Oh, what bad luck for Schuettler. Straight at him. Well, that's... He had to take avoiding action, but he might have put his racket in the way. A 3rd championship point. He's done it.
Center match. Agassi.
And Steffi absolutely overjoyed. Well, she'll have to play mixed doubles with him now at the French Championships. That's her promise. 6-2, 6-2, 6-1. A very rapid final. In fact, the least number of games lost in a final here since Jack Hawkes won in 1926. He beat Jim Wellard that year. 6-1, 6-3, 6-1. Steffi and Gil Race embracing. Gil Race, of course, will have to drink the margarita stirred by Agassi. What an entertainer he is. And Andre's coach, Darren Cahill, well, he'll have to shave his head. Well, it's been an historic meeting this in so many ways. It's Agassi's 50th appearance in a Grand Slam, and it is his 4th win here in Australia. His name will go on that Norman Brooks Cup again. And his 8th Grand Slam overall. So what a champion. And for Schuettler, well, the consolation of the fact that he is improving all the time. And along with the silverware, $1.1 million for Agassi, Australian dollars, of course. But he's more concerned with that trophy.